Hey everybody, welcome to the season 1 finale of The Bad Batch. We are so excited to see the second part of what last week set up, with Kamino being kind of decimated and the Bad Batch stuck on the planet for the moment. With me are JD and Rob. How are you guys doing?
We're rocking and rolling.
Good. Chilling.
It's hot in here.
Oh my god.
I go to Vegas in 2 days.
Nice.
Oh.
You guys
Very
have been,
cool.
Cranking out these watch parties. Like, glad I've been invited to the party today. You know what I mean?
Of course. I mean, it's the big finale. We're gonna see what happens with the Bad Batch when they're stuck on Kamino. We're gonna really get to see what happens to Kamino for the kind of ending of this planet, and we're gonna see what happens with Crosshair. It's apparently not being controlled by the inhibitor chip. It is just kind of psycho, I guess.
I feel like we've slightly turned into the Bad Batch now, because like we totally like have turned now Josh into like
Josh's
Crosshair. We've kind of now like just left him behind on this mission to to go throughout all these stories and like it's kind of sad because he's just not here to join us for the end of it. Like,
and we don't really care, I think, is also like the Bad Batch.
We haven't mentioned it for a while.
Wait,
it's like the Bad Batch.
A moment of silence for Josh.
Okay.
That was great, JD. We're like the Bad Batch. They don't really care that much.
I mean, they didn't really care for Crosshair that much either.
No, they mentioned it once in a while, so I think it's perfect that you brought it up today, Rob.
Exactly.
Can't wait till Josh comes for us.
Right? Like, watch him pop up right as it ends, and he's like, screw all of you.
Yeah. He's like, hey, you guys know there's a season 2 coming out? You don't even know when I'm going to be appearing on this show.
I'm just going to start my own stream.
Right, competitive.
He's going to have a competitive watch along.
The one-man stream. Bad Batch.
Oh my gosh.
That would be kind of interesting, because he doesn't. I don't know if he knows so much his Star Wars level. If it was Star Trek, I'd be like, okay, but I'd be like, are you sure, dude?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm what Josh does here, I do over on the Star Trek show. They're like talking about all the Easter eggs. I'm like, cool. It was funny when his head got big. You saw JD. I was like, nothing on the Easter eggs. Totally useless.
Was it like?
I actually stopped watching because I didn't watch the episode, so I was like, I don't want to get spoiled.
Good call. Good call.
Was it totally like blank face, like?
A little bit.
Cricket? Okay, that's
a little bit of just like kind of nodding along, like, yes, that was an Easter egg in the episode from that show. Totally caught that.
Be like, really
like, I
saw
like,
Peter what episode is that? Like, where's it from? Too. What does it mean? Like, just get to the point where they stop asking you to come to the stream.
I'm very helpful of pointing out funny stuff that happens. So it's fine. Oh man.
I love that Donnie Pearson normally observes a minute or so of silence, only in remembrance of those who died. I don't know if Josh is dead. Has anybody talked?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Recently?
I've talked to him since yesterday.
Okay, so we know as of yesterday he's not dead.
What?
I don't know what that is, dude.
Okay, you guys can't see this, but for some reason,
showing us something.
Yeah, why don't you put that on the screen? Show us.
Are we allowed to put that on the screen? I don't even know what it is.
No, it's Shay. No, we are not.
Shay, show us the new member of the Bad Batch, whatever that thing is. It's going to be Josh's replacement. Just put him in the corner. Whatever picture you just showed us, it'll just be the new Josh.
Oh man. Okay, so we have the final episode. What do you guys think is going to happen on this second half of the finale?
They're gonna get away.
Everyone drowns and there's no second season.
Oh no!
I like it. Two really different theories. I like it. Let's see who's right on this one. I feel like Rob's got a little bit of a competitive edge, but you never know. You never know.
I mean, this is Star Wars. I mean, here's the thing: is I remember as a kid, Darth Maul got chopped in half, and about 14 years later, he has spider legs. So anything could happen. They could all die, and then next season, guess what? We find out that they have aqua lungs because I don't know, Omega just grew some like gills out the side of her neck. I don't know.
Dave Filoni would make Gungans or something like that. Gungans from Kamino. They just evolve into.
They become Gungans.
Oh my gosh! Yes. And that's how the Gungan race is formed. I mean, maybe they could be spawns of them. Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know their like super special powers. Maybe Omega's power is she just makes sure they don't die in weird ways. It's kind of been what has happened so far.
In Jurassic Park, they use like frogs, right, to get the DNA to like match. Maybe they use Gungans for their cloning technology. Who knows?
Oh,
man, I hope so.
And then we could just spin this into the whole like Jar Jar Binks Sith Lord thing.
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
Oh, I mean, he's totally the scapegoat of Star Wars. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. George Lucas was hoping he was going to have a funny character, and then it realized, you know what? Everybody hates this character. Guess what, everyone? I'm going to make him the scapegoat of this entire show.
So, Shay, what is that?
Whoa, what just happened?
A scale worm that lives in Antarctica. It's about 8 foot. Roughly the size. There's a worm the size of a squirrel. I didn't even know that. Why? Why do you do this?
That's a worm the size of a squirrel?
Don't tell me horrible facts. You do this every time.
See, what I want to see is a Sarlacious crumb the size of a squirrel. That's what I want to see. I want to see one of those guys.
A squirrel monkey?
Yeah.
There's spider monkeys.
I want to see a real.
You want to see a real Salacious crumb?
Yeah. Could you imagine?
All right. So the final episode of season 1 of the Bad Batch is up. It looks like 29 minutes. It's called Camino Lost. The Bad Batch.
No. This is bashing my dreams of high school right now. I love Camino. And you're gonna. Like, I know they were destroying it last episode, but that means it's really lost.
Lost doesn't mean like, I mean, it's not Alderaan. It's not like the planet literally gets decimated, so who knows? The Bad Batch find themselves in unexpected territory in this thrilling finale. Is it unexpected territory? Isn't it where like they were born?
And is this really that thrilling?
Wasn't gonna go there. Feels a little mean, but all right.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
All right. Before Rob bashes it anymore,
I'm not bashing it because I liked last episode. It was very good. And prerequisite. I have liked every episode so far in this season. They just have not progressed the story the entire time.
I agree. No, don't get me wrong. It's been a fun show. I like every episode. I will rewatch every episode.
Yeah.
It is not at the caliber I expected after, like I've said after the final season of Clone Wars, even taking that out of it, it's not the caliber I expected after the pilot.
Yes. Because the pilot was awesome.
Yeah.
Like they brought it too far down.
Yeah. A little bit, right? They should have maybe not gone as hard with the pilot.
Donnie Pearson, what'd you think? Wait for it, Donnie. You're like our faithful watcher, man. I gotta know what you think, man.
Let me know when you guys are ready, and we can count down the watch party.
Are we doing from 10? Are we doing 10?
Sure.
Go for it.
Who's counting? Oh, okay. I'll count. 10.
I can't count.
Oh, should I start over? Donnie, are you ready at 0?
Oh my
Here we
gosh.
go. 10, 9, 8, 7. This is the last one, you guys. 6, 5, 4, 3, 3.5, 2, 1.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Final episode. Oh my God, we made it.
I love how slow your countdown was.
Well, I was doing 3.5. I know there's a delay. I didn't want anybody to miss it.
I don't have half a finger. I don't know how to count 3.5.
Well,
I mean, that can be adjusted.
what, I mean, I only got.
I can no longer count to 10. Only 9.5.
That's right.
Only 9.5.
It's a good thing they pay us the big bucks. Watch the watch along. You know? All right, here we go. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm not gonna lie, I like that shot.
Wow.
I just want to scream, why are you killing one of my favorite planets?
I mean,
Like,
it's a water planet, so I think like after this part is gone, it'll be fine. I still think it'd be cool if we saw like a future Star Wars something show or movie or whatever, like essentially go to the ruins of Camino.
yes, please.
They should like pose it as a different planet and then find out it's Camino.
Yeah.
The flying.
That'd be cool.
Flying animals that went in and out of the water in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We haven't really seen any of those.
Mm-mm.
I want to know where they're at. Wow.
Yeah.
They're probably
I've only
hiding
seen
right
the one.
now.
Ooh, wow, that's going straight into the water. I hope Wrecker beats that guy in the middle of him right there. I want Wrecker to beat him up.
I feel like we're not gonna really see the Bad Batch go against these guys.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Probably season 2.
Mm-hmm. I love the lightning behind the ships.
I do like this droid. He's not.
He's hilarious and adorable.
Yep. He's not that one Cad Bane's guy.
No.
Oh.
I hope they fight in season 2.
The droids.
I love the droid
Yes.
fights. Those are fun.
There can only be one.
Oh, Omega's being sweet. Look at this. Well, she is always sweet, but come on. I love how she said echo. Eco.
Gotta love the accent. I love that she cares.
Yep. Oh yeah, record to the for the win. Oh, you can't do it? I can. Bye.
There's the wrecker we need. These
Where
are
there's
cool shots with the water. Like the fire in the water itself moving like that looked really real.
Where there's a will, there's a wrecker.
Yeah, I like it. You are very tiny to be trying to lift this. You need to find something to get some leverage.
Yeah, but we might see some powers or something happen here.
She needs like, what is that, like a fulcrum or whatever?
Yeah.
She'll turn Super Saiyan.
Oh.
That works too. Probably could have tried that. earlier.
But the
Wow.
animation of her hair is just really cool.
Yeah.
Under the water. What's up, Metal Ryan?
Did they just leave Crosshair in there? Oh, okay.
No. Oh, that's fun. No, he just slid in like he was on a water slide.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, Tech. Tell us something we don't know.
How dare you save my life?
Yeah, right? Oh, that's fun.
Ooh. You know what a good like show that they should do where you could totally visit the wreckage of Camino is if they did like a Dr. Afra show. Because she's already an archaeologist.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh no.
I feel like she's popular enough to demand a show.
I think she is too.
It's like we're watching our childhood die. But like it's dying along with the clones watching it die.
These are cool shots underwater.
They're dope. Oh.
Is there a ground, or does it like fall through to the other side of the planet?
That would be interesting. Oh, there's a. If there was no.
I think
no
there's a
actual
ground.
and it's just water the entire time, that would be unique.
That would be insane.
Then they end up on the opposite side of the planet, just on the top of the water.
Just like a water bubble. Did AZ die?
No, Easy will never die.
It's probably. I think it's compromised. Yeah. What are you doing, dude?
It's like super emo.
Right? Just angrily brooding while they're like, we're all gonna die.
He's gonna have an awesome album after this.
What is this, Arrow?
Now could Crosshair like give his like life for one of these guys at the end? Because like
That feels really lame.
yeah.
I don't want I want Crosshair to stick around because he makes really cool trick shots.
I agree.
That's really the only reason, though.
I think he gives the group a different dynamic too,
Yeah.
because he's not like a follower. So
Ooh. Yeah, I want more of this.
Ooh.
That had to come back into play, you know?
They could swim.
Crosshair,
she's the oldest one.
This for Harry Potter, he'd be a
She is the oldest one. Nice. Also, Crosshair, where have you been? She's been calling the shots for weeks.
Yeah. He's like, I haven't been with you guys for a bit, but what happened?
Why are you listening to a 10-year-old?
Because we're the Bad Batch. Duh.
And she's probably as old as all of them combined, right? So.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
I mean,
Because it doesn't mean that she's like 30. It means they're all under 10.
yep. Oh,
They
that makes
may
sense for
be like all
Wrecker.
2 years
Everyone
old.
else has an excuse. That's why Wrecker likes his popcorn all the time.
How?
Run faster.
Punch him. Punch him in the face. Do it. Aww. Did Tech just really nicely say Crosshair is a dick and that's not going to change?
Yes.
Nice.
Wow, that was probably another smart thing said by Tech.
You know what? Tech is really growing on me. I know I was really irritated with him for most of the season, but I like him.
Well, he drops those truth bombs.
Yep.
To be fair, to counter Wrecker's point, they didn't actually go and get him either. So
No.
Well, they also thought he was going to murder them, so every time they met him, he tried to. Like, their last interaction with him was when he was like, hey, turn the engine on while they're inside it. That'll go well. Hey, here are those underwater creatures you were looking for.
Yay. Would they get to ride him up? That'd be awesome. Oh, cool. Yes. There's always a bigger fish.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
They should probably turn the lights off.
Yeah. Oh, man, that looks like something out of Jurassic World.
Yeah, it does. Oh no. What's Echo gonna do when they have AZ now?
Oh, come on. Does that thing really want to eat just them? I mean, they're really tiny snacks. Let's be real. Ooh, easy for the win. Oh no, no more power.
Oh,
Oh, there goes the water.
Is that like a giant evil turtle?
It looked like it.
Good job, AZ. I like his bar for succeeding. You're not dead. What does that mean? But you didn't die, right?
I feel like that was a line from The Hangover.
It's something.
Did you do bump? But did you die?
Yeah, that is. That's it.
It's weird.
Yeah, they're all like 2 or 3 technically, right?
Yeah.
and they can't be older than 3, right? Because I think the Clone Wars last about 3 years.
The Clone Wars are about 3 years. I mean, they made clones ahead of that, but these guys were not made ahead of it because they were like 2nd or 3rd generation, I think. Huh, that's not great. I guess they should swim now. His power. What exactly was the other plan? Wait there to die? Mm. It's interesting. We haven't really ever seen someone that just actively wants to be part of the Empire.
Yep.
That's a weird thing to say on Hunter's part, because to the Republic, all they were numbers too.
Yeah. Go away.
Stop using your magic telepathic powers. You're just awful.
We're gonna lose easy.
I know.
Right. It's already blatant. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is already sad enough.
Yeah, now they gotta kill AZ. Why can't they just kill Crosshair instead?
Yeah. Because then there would be no conflict in season 2.
Unless AZ is a Sith Lord.
AZ becomes evil.
Easy the Sith Lord. Oh, he rode with him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Why does Omega have her own?
Yeah, right? She's like
She's
this
a
small,
child.
Yeah. So Hunter and
I get Hunter and Crosshair because Hunter wants to keep an eye on him, but like Tech or Echo could have gone with Omega.
Yeah, easily. Okay, that's fun. It's just gonna like bounce between all of them, or what? That'd be a fun roller coaster.
Yeah, they could really easily do that, like with the Mission Space style, where it's. I feel like every show and movie has something where I'm like, I wish that was a ride at Disney.
Ooh.
Bye, AZ.
Yeah, this is where we lose easy.
Wouldn't it be easier to just push the pod down and away?
Right?
Remind anyone else of Pacific Rim?
I didn't see it.
Oh,
This is
It's on
where
my
you see
list.
out of power. No more power. Knew it.
Aww. Like fives all over again.
Pretty much. Oh wow, really?
Why would you do that?
This is where she gets gills. I'm telling you, she's gonna get gills. She's gotta have powers. She's too far down. Are you kidding?
AZ is heavy.
Yeah. Really? Nope, you're done, son.
What the Why?
where did you get that gun?
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Not what I thought was gonna happen, but all right.
I'll take that. That was interesting.
I must be a little bit behind.
Good shot.
Oh my god, they are all pointing guns at him. That's amazing. No trust.
I hope Echo's pointing the machine hand at him too. His screwdriver hand.
Like, I'm just gonna shoot this at your head.
Wow.
I just love no trust.
Yeah, not at all. Like, not
I was wondering if they were gonna use these as canoes.
Oh, well, that little spot. Well, they didn't shoot that one spot.
I think it's far enough away that they didn't really notice it when it was dark because it wasn't lit up, remember?
Yeah.
And usually it's underwater. That was so unnecessary to pick her up.
Yeah.
You see Wrecker holding AZ. I really want to come back to Camino now in like the Rebellion era or something. Is that a no? What is his plan? Because when they take off, isn't this thing going to go back underwater?
He still has the canoes.
I guess. She saved your life. You saved our droid. That is not the same. So he's just going to stand here and hope that the Empire sends scouts before he, like, dies of hunger or thirst. Good plan,
It's gonna
buddy.
be like what was that movie with was it Tom Hanks where he gets
Castaway?
stranded? Yeah.
Oh,
it's gonna be that.
Castaway.
He's gonna be talking to like his helmet.
It'll be the crossover. Get it? Hey.
I like it. Crossaway.
I like those troopers. They're fun.
They got cool helmets.
Is that Tech's sister?
think we found Tech's love interest.
Mm.
I'm hoping we get more Nala Se in season 2. She's intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
All the other Kaminoans that we know are dead.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow, that was
All right, so that is the first season of The Bad Batch. I liked it. It wasn't as intense as last episode, but I liked it.
it's no Clone Wars,
Mm-hmm.
but it's fun. I do enjoy it. But
Yeah, it seems like you had a butt come in.
it didn't. It throughout the every episode was good. I will say that every episode had me intrigued the entire time. I feel like it's just. I know Dave Filoni had the producer credit or whatever, directed whatever.
I don't think he was doing much of it though.
No, I feel like it lacked a little Filoni flair.
Yeah, it didn't have the oomph that it needed.
Because like I feel like the first time we ever saw the Bad Batch, it was like, whoa, that's. Cool. And they went through a lot of little struggles that were like, this is not the team we saw to begin with.
Yeah, and a lot of the issues they had seemed kind of ridiculous. Like all of a sudden they can't fight. That doesn't make any sense.
No.
All of a sudden
inconsistent.
all of a sudden they're scared to take on impossible missions. That doesn't make any sense.
Nope. Because they the first time we saw them, I think Wrecker just took a piece of sheet metal and when they went after 3 tanks.
Yeah, and I mean they even said like these are the guys you call in when you have an impossible mission, and they've never not succeeded.
Yep.
So, yeah, there's a lot of areas I think it can improve. I would have liked a little more indication of where we're heading next season with these guys. I mean, the Nala Se bit was a nice little tease that we're going to be having more of her, but I didn't get an indication that we're going to really see them moving forward. I mean, now they know that Crosshair is kind of... I mean, I will say I was surprised. I don't think Crosshair is going to be saved because seems like he's where he wants to be, at least for now. I mean, I think you're also right, JD, is being very emo teenager about it.
Guys, I just realized our favorite John Rathenberger is here. Did you not see? He's joined us. How are you, John? What's going on? John, give us your favorite expression of the show. Did you like it? He's smiling. That guy, I'm telling you. He seems a little frozen where he's at, though.
Yeah, his screen froze.
Pretty froze. Yeah, I think his screen froze. It must be the temperature where he's at. I don't know.
Maybe Shay can bring another guest in.
Yeah, Shane, you bring another. Maybe in a more warmer climate. But speaking of climates, the water scenes. Holy crap, those were
cool.
Those
are
cool scenes. I mean, the technology with how the animated series now is just it's so nice and clear and crisp. Like I don't even know the hair alone. Like even when they're going in the underwater scenes and like the hair floating, like that's cool.
That looked trippy too, because it wasn't like it's not something where you're seeing like the individual strands like you would expect. It's like chunks of hair. It was weird, but it was cool.
If her hair would have been any longer, it would have been like almost like the Kit Fisto floating in the tentacle things. But
yeah, yep, really would have, because I literally was like, man, her hair looks like spiders right now. But the Camino falling, those scenes were very well animated. I mean, with the explosions, the water looked real in its reflection of the fire. I thought that was very cool. And we got an underwater sea monster, so that was cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's always a bigger fish.
Yeah. Sadly, we didn't see the bigger fish, but
it was
fun.
The bigger fish. What about the fact that Omega is older than all of them?
Super weird.
I feel the same. I feel like it's a little strange.
But it also it's weird, but it kind of makes sense. I mean, it's like Boba Fett. He is like probably like not obviously not the same age as his dad, but he's the same age as all the first generation clones.
Yep.
And that also begs the question, if Omega's like first generation clone, which age wise she kind of has to be, who is she a clone of? Because I'm not buying that she's a Boba Fett clone.
Right.
There's still a lot of questions about her. There's still a lot of questions about Omega that I feel like, I mean, I'm glad they didn't get rid of Nala Se because she's really the only one that's going to be able to answer it. So I'm hoping in season 2 we dive more into Omega's backstory because we have no indication about what her enhancements are either.
Yeah, they didn't allude to it at all.
Mm-mm.
And you know, the whole section with you know, like Nala Se, you know, and them saying, hey, we need to find her, that kind of got thrown off to the side.
I feel like a lot of the questions we had after the pilot we still have.
Yes. Yep. It's that world building now. It's that world building section that we're getting, which is nice and rich, but it's like, when are you gonna, like, how long is it gonna be the payoff? You know.
Django Fett is in the chat. He said she's my clone. Well done.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, I think part of it is that issue of the story not progressing. And I love world building. Don't get me wrong; it's one of my favorite elements of like sci-fi and fantasy, and that part of that storytelling. But to really do world building in a way that's successful, you need it to be a little more authentically a part of the story that's going on. Yeah. And we had it as authentically part of the episodes, but not a larger arcing story.
And that's kind of where it's like, you already know you're going to get a season 2 coming, which is great. We're going to get more of the, you know, everybody knows your name type story. But I feel like it's,
wow.
It'll
nope,
be more
you're done.
intricate.
You're done. After that one, nope. You don't get to finish your thought.
No, but I feel like you know, with season 2s you gotta semi leave it on somewhat of a cliffhanger, but you know, these cartoons are getting more intricate as storytelling as well too. You know, I feel like the beginning, even with the Clone Wars ones, they were very kiddish.
Yeah.
And these ones are more intricate for more Star Wars fans.
Mm-hmm.
Then the only section I felt like all of us kind of like foretold, but we didn't like kind of could see it, was like they foreshadowed Easy having an issue real quick, to where all of us were like, okay, he's gonna go, he's gonna die. But I think the payoff was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because that also shows Crosshair still has a semi section of a heart left.
Yeah. I find it really intriguing that with Crosshair, and I'm hoping we keep following him, he's someone that is choosing to work for the Empire. And his reasoning really seems to be, I'm going to pick the winning side.
Yep.
It's not, I believe in everything the Empire is doing or what any of it. It's, they're going to win. What's the point of fighting? Which I think is really an interesting motivation. It's not one that we've seen a lot of, but it's also one that totally makes sense. So I think we should really be exploring that more next season. I also just want to see more of the Empire stuff. I mean, we had it throughout the season, but I want to see more of the perspective of people that are part of the Empire or fighting against the Empire or planets that are getting taken over, which I think means that the Bad Batch kind of needs to immerse themselves in this galaxy a little more than they have.
Yeah, because this is like the first kind of style section that we're really seeing the transfer of powers, of being like the turning into the Empire, which really before this we've never really seen any of that, which has been really kind of cool to watch.
Yeah, I like that part. I just want it to be more in depth. I mean, that was like one of the reasons we liked the Hera stuff was, yeah, it's Hera and it's a character we all already like, but it's from the perspective of this planet that's getting taken over by the Empire. And it was interesting to see a character, Hera's dad, who is traditionally always a fighter, kind of be like, what's the point?
Yep.
We've been fighting for 3 years. So I think seeing more things like that, where we really see how the Empire took over, because we did see a little bit of it in different ways. Some planets were like, you had the citizens go, okay, this is going to go bad, and leave, like with Cut. You have some planets where they have parades because you ended the war, and obviously that means you're good. And you have planets like Hera's, where it was kind of just like Ryloth, where it's just kind of like, we're so tired. We don't want to be fighting anymore. So I want to be seeing more of that kind of stuff. What do you want to see in season 2, JD?
Yeah, more of the Empire, maybe more of them implementing governors, to like slowly, take over. Because like they show them, but like there's no like bad guy, you know what I mean? Like you just know it's the Empire, and then you see that Rampart guy, but I don't fear him yet, he's not an issue. And then, Crosshair is Crosshair. The way they're making it seem like is like, I don't think he's going to end up being like the main villain of this by the end of the Bad Batch, So I think they got to implement something that they fear.
Yeah.
I think he'll have a change of heart, to be honest.
I do too. I mean, I think he's going to kind of start to realize after a while that this isn't what he wants. I think it's going to probably take the entirety of next season, but I could definitely see him having a change of heart. But no, you're totally right, JD. They don't have a Palpatine or Darth Vader or Dooku or Thrawn, and they need that. Yeah. Is really this catalyst of, ooh, we love to hate them. They're so fun to watch, and we don't have that because this one guy, he's basically like, he feels more like a politician than anything else.
Yeah.
So at this stage, they're leaving. They're going. Where do you guys think they're going? You think they're going back to Sid's? I think
yes.
They're going back to like, which honestly, I want them to go find Rex.
I do too. I want them to do anything other than go back to Sid's.
Yep. I want them to go see, Babu Freak. Oh wait, look who's joined us, Babu Freak. Hey.
You know what? That would be cool though. He was a cool little character.
I think he was probably one of the best parts of that movie.
Low bar, but I agree.
Yeah, very, very, very.
You mean it wasn't Felicity?
Oh, that was very low bar. Oh my god. He was what? Babu Freak was in it maybe 5 minutes?
Max.
Yeah. I would have just rather watched 5 minutes of Babu Freak in that movie.
You mean you didn't like it when we thought Chewie died, but then he didn't?
I almost left.
Yeah, I think they should have killed C-3PO. Like, axed him.
Dude, I always think they should kill C-3PO.
I mean, it makes sense ending the Skywalker lot, like
a little bit,
because he was built by Anakin, and he went into this whole like storytelling thing towards the end. So, like, it would make sense. And I was just like, oh, they brought it back 5. Oh, this sucks.
I'm very excited for droids. I always did enjoy the Clone Wars episodes where it was C-3PO and R2-D2 going on their little adventures.
I cannot wait for that. That is going to be one cool little show.
Right? It's like, you just know it's going to be ridiculous, but in the best way.
Well, the vintage section of Disney Plus dropped, like the 80s version of it. Have you guys watched any of those?
Yeah. I haven't watched the vintage stuff yet.
Those are interesting.
Yeah.
Are they trippy?
I feel like we should maybe like watch one in between before they start doing it, just to get like a warm up.
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of
they're
fun.
all on there, but I mean, it might be like greatest hits or something.
Percentage of them on there.
And in the droids one, one of the character that looks like Hunter, his name is Jan Tosh. So I like, because my name is Jan, I'm like, okay, like that's cool. Another guy with
you're instantly
Jan in it.
You're instantly hooked.
Yeah. And he looks like Hunter. He has a red bandana and like hair down to his like shoulders.
Got the Rambo look. Louisiana Boy James said they did my boy Echo dirty this season. The writers made him kind of cold and hostile. I would even go further to say Echo did nothing. They did nothing with Echo. He was completely wasted. I totally agree with you. Echo is such an interesting character who has so many avenues they could explore. I mean, Echo is like the character to go into PTSD with Star Wars with. It's right there. So
Easy
it's
peasy. He could have had
He
these
did
crazy
like
flashbacks.
one thing in one episode.
Yep. And they totally wasted Rex's episode. Him and Echo should have had a scene where they had a conversation. Like Rex's entire motivation during the Bad Batch arc was, I have to save Echo. He's my last friend. Like, he's my last brother from, what was it, the 501st? That's still alive. So they totally blew it with Echo. I completely agree with you, Louisiana Boy James. And that needs to be rectified in season 2. If it is not, I'm gonna be super
Rectified.
mad. And how come we didn't see any reactions of Echo in this episode?
Because he didn't take his helmet off.
Oh, I mean, he didn't really say much at all. They didn't give him really any lines.
Nope.
It was like
AZ did Echo's job.
Yeah. Placed. What are they going to do with him now?
Next season, it's going to be every episode. Echo's trying to like subtly murder AZ without anyone noticing. The ship takes off and he just pushes him out. Oh no, he fell. And then AZ flies up. Oh, that's right, you can fly.
And that's
just going to say
Echo can get a line.
Board, no wire here. Just cut that one. It's cool.
I love it.
Oh, by the way, gang, the vintage Star Wars version is 2 seasons with the droids of 14 episodes.
Each or total?
Total. There's like one episode in season 2.
Nice. Oh. Yeah, we should definitely watch a couple of those.
I think we should watch a couple of them before Droids comes out for sure, because I think that would be kind of fun just to like.
Yeah, like the week before it premieres.
Yeah.
Do we know when Droids is coming out?
I don't think it's been announced yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I think the next thing is Visions, which is like not totally canon. It's the Star Wars anime thing, which I'm excited for. That's gonna be really interesting.
I can't wait.
And then after that is Boba Fett, which I'm very excited for. JNR Films says, I want the cloning mentioned in the end scene to be a part of the cloning we saw in The Mandalorian that I want to be connected to the cloning in The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit about how we thought Omega might be connected to that, but that totally makes sense to have Nala Se be brought in to be planning the cloning that has to do with stupid Palpatine. So if they do that through line, that would be very, very smart. What, do you like that?
Stupid Palpatine.
I was so done with him. Palpatine's back. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? It's freaking Palpatine.
Papa Palpatine?
This is Papa Palpatine.
Yes.
Papa Palpatine here.
Jango Fett said Echo doesn't take his helmet off in this episode. This is the way. Please give me Mandalorians in season 2 of Clone Wars of Bad Batch. That would be amazing. That's hilarious.
He doesn't really take his helmet off the entire time.
Nope. I think the only thing he said was, well, Wrecker had his helmet off because he like puts on top of his head for some reason. Crosshair lost his helmet like before they almost drowned. Yeah. And then
didn't they all take their helmets off at the end when they were watching Camino, like the smoke from it? Yes. But like, I think they all had their helmets on pretty much the whole time.
Echo's the only one that even when he has his helmet on, it doesn't totally feel like it because of the goggles. But Wrecker takes his helmet off and puts it, like he rests it kind of like a hat on top of his head a lot, which I'm sure has something to do with like it's harder for him to see because of that explosion that seemed to mess up his eye. But no, I definitely want to see Mandalorians in season 2 of this because I want to see. I want it to tie into what happened with Mandalore when the Empire took over, and I would love to see how quickly Order 66 messed up the siege of Mandalore because it screwed it up. Yep. So I mean it's part of that thing where we're saying we want to see them really exploring the galaxy more, and I think by doing that, because I don't even necessarily think they have to pick like the rebel side right away, but if they're actually exploring the galaxy, I think it'll push them in an actual direction when they're interacting with people, because they've been so isolationist this season that I think that's part of the problem of us being stuck in neutral, is they haven't connected with anyone. Like, part of Rex really branching out is because he connects with all these people.
And they didn't even connect to each other this season, so. Nope.
I also want to see, like, more conflict within the team. I mean, you were totally right, JD. Hunter and Crosshair is a really interesting dynamic, because Crosshair actually, like, challenges Hunter. So I'm hoping that the others saw that a little bit and do question his leadership. I mean, that's another great way for Echo to really have a voice, is him being like, what are we doing? We're not helping anyone. We're not fighting for anything. We can help Rex. He's trying to help other clones. We're doing nothing. So I think that's another really great way to give Echo a personality next season, which they need to do, because Tech got better. He had one of my favorite moments in this episode. Wrecker's always great. And then Hunter, I feel like if he's not being challenged, he's sort of flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they should do with Hunter, but like, I agree. I feel like Echo should be talking about like defending regs more and stuff like that, because he was a reg. So like, they talk so much shit about him. Like,
where do you think their flight of a navigator would be going to right now?
I think they're just gonna go back to Sid's.
Yeah, I hope when they get there, Sid's not there or something happens to like wreck that, because it's boring.
Or like the Empire's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, something. I hope there's something.
Or Maul.
Yeah.
Dryden, Voss, something.
Literally anything.
Yes. Like, I like Sid, but like they can catch up with her later. Like, they can run into her in an episode or something.
I mean, they could also they don't have to go back to the bar every time they get a job. They could be calling her for jobs and be exploring a little more. So, I don't know. I hope that, don't get me wrong, like you said, Sid's cool. I wouldn't mind seeing her pop up in other stuff, especially if we really saw those ties. Like, she'd be an interesting character to pop up in Obi-Wan, because we know that she used to help the Jedi. So seeing her 10 years later have to, what does she do? Is she still an ally? That could be cool. But she's not doing much here.
No, just like Sarah Jessica Parker didn't do much in Flight of the Navigator.
Wow, you really brought that around, huh?
I did, because we've got a nice little.
Shay, what is that?
It's
you are right there, Paul Rudd.
No, you guys don't know who that is?
It's very small on my screen.
Flight of the Navigator.
Oh my god!
That's why I've been dropping Flight of the Navigator drops every once in a while.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I don't remember it.
I haven't seen it, period. So.
Oh my gosh, you should. It's awesome. Honestly, it's like this super cool silver ship, and that's the little dude that drives it with this massive eyeball looking thing. It's actually a pretty fun film. I don't know if it holds up now, but it was fun. It was like what, 1986? Am I right? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. 86, 87, somewhere in there.
Shay said it's on Disney Plus, so
it is on Disney Plus. Oh, we should do a watch party of that movie.
This is just going to devolve into Rob and Shay and Josh picking movies that we should watch that I haven't seen.
I mean, we could honestly just do a roulette on Disney Plus, and one person just scroll or shake and scroll, and then we'll all say stop, and that'll be the one we watch.
I feel like Josh is going to tell us to watch Streets of Fire or whatever it was that he was talking about.
Oh, I'm sure. Yep. So who do you guys want to see pop up in season 2?
Definitely
everybody.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Great. It's not even gonna react. I agree. We should see Sarah Jessica Parker, just like herself, pop up.
That'd be so good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
She's be like, "Where the fuck am I?"
Yeah,
and she's live action, so she's just really confused.
Oh, that
It should be like
weird.
Sex in the City, but the city's Coruscant.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh, that'd be crazy.
It's just a cold
man.
open. And what is she like? She narrates or like does like inner monologues on that show, right? So she's just doing
I
an
don't
inner.
know. I've never seen Sex in the City.
Jay's
I don't know.
nodding. So she just is doing an inner monologue, and then the Bad Batch just completely decimated.
Completely decimate her. But like before she goes there, she's getting out of Dex's restaurant, and like you see Obi-Wan in the background just like pass by. You don't even have to interact with him; you just see him in the background, and he's like Dex. And you're like, oh, that's when that happened. Like, oh, he's going to get the little dart. Like, and then you see Bad Batch nail her. Like, bam. Like,
Completely out of order, but I love it. We'll do a flashback.
Yeah.
I really want to see more of the Empire sections, and I want to see what happens. You know, I would love to go back to Camino. Them to go back to Camino for some reason.
I agree. They should have to go back to Nalice's lab.
And I want to see Echo do something.
Everyone wants to see Echo do something.
Like just something. A little bit of character development in that, because it does nothing.
Nope. And now they have a droid, so they don't even need his droid arm. So he really is going to need some actual character development. Honestly, I would take that joke I was making of him just consistently trying to kill AZ. Oh no, we left him behind on the mission. What are we to do? Oh look, I got us covered. And then AZ like, I'm coming. He's like, damn it.
Not you again.
I killed you, man.
Now I just imagine it being like a Tom and Jerry situation, or like Sylvester and Sweetie. Like,
I mean,
he's Roadrunner.
Echo was about as useful as Snoke was in the story.
Echo was literally a screwdriver. That was all he did.
And he had one through the whole entire season. I think the best thing that ever happened to him was somebody said, "Hey, is there an Echo in here?" He goes, "What?"
Yeah, I'm here. Yep.
Yes.
The Who's on First Joke was the best thing he did. The second best thing was he dressed up like a droid. Those were his two moments.
That was it. The entire season. What? Oh, okay. Top favorite moments of Wrecker.
All of them. He's Wrecker.
Good.
When he goes bad.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh yeah.
And when he apologized to Omega, that was so sweet.
I really enjoyed when he was trying to show her how to defuse a bomb, and he was just messing around.
Oh yes, that was awesome.
I love all of his stuff with Omega. Like he built her little bedroom in the gunship area, which is ridiculous. What they would excitedly go. Right? They'd excitedly go get popcorn every time they did a mission. Like, they're just so funny together. And again, it's this, oh, no, he's the younger brother. Great. Totally changes the dynamic, and I love it. But yeah, him going dark was cool, and I loved all the, like, foreshadowing of it. Like, that episode where they went to the droid factory, and he, like, fell, and you heard the, like, good soldiers follow the orders thing. That was great. That was such a cool moment for him.
When was it when we were talking about like the idea of them like splitting off into their own ways? Was it last week or something like that? I don't know if I told you guys, but when we were talking about that, I had this picture of my head where like when we find Wrecker, he's like wrestling. He's like in some kind of wrestling underground thing, and he's just like wrecking people, but like, you know. That's
amazing. He just having them all chant Wrecker while he decimates other aliens.
He could be like a luchador, some kind of like weird luchador planet, or he's just like the Wrecker. Yeah,
he goes to Geonosis. He like heard about that time that they had the gladiator ring, and he's like, "You guys still do this, right? I would like to volunteer."
I'm here for the fight, guys.
Or like when they had the wrestling match in Mandalorian with the Gamorrean guards fighting each other.
Oh yeah,
totally.
He needs to go fight John Leguizamo.
Yes,
that would be amazing. So what other do you know what the other ones would be doing, JD?
I don't
Echo
know.
just
I mean,
sadly like using his stupid droid arm.
he's just like fixing like random crap, like in like some kind of maintenance shop. He's just like, hey, my machine's broken, fix it, damn it. Like, I don't know, Hunter's probably on like Felucia or something like that, like hunting things.
Hunter's just brooding, like staring out
Yeah.
at the distance moodily. Yep.
Apparently,
Tech's loving
Crosshair Crosshair's probably writing his emo album.
Yeah, this is coming next week.
Brothers.
Next week, Crosshair's emo album drops. Please give us that. That would be amazing.
I really hope we see more of the rebels too in the next one.
Yeah, I definitely want more of that. Like Saw Gerrera was definitely something that we just dropped.
I want more Saw Gerrera.
Yeah. Or like Bale. I'd like to see Bale, or
I'd love to see Bail Organa
starting. Maybe they can, like, I don't know, send a message from one little group, like they haven't like established a line of communication yet to all the groups. So maybe they like have to deliver a message from one group to another. That'd be cool.
Yeah, Baby Leia, totally.
Yep.
I would really like to see Alderaan. We haven't really ever fully gone into Alderaan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just an episode on Alderaan.
Yeah. That'd be great. I would love that. I'm hoping we get that a little bit in Obi-Wan. Because they have I think they cast a young Leia, so I'm hoping we're gonna see Alderaan.
Oh, that'd be neat.
I mean, I hope we get Rex some more, because like it's the same voice actor. Just give us Rex.
Yeah.
So dumb that we don't have him. I want to see Bo-Katan. Yeah, Naboo would be cool.
Like Naboo. From the books I listened to, Panaka is the governor of Naboo. Captain Panaka.
I would love to see all of Amidala's like handmaiden doubles, because they were tight with her. And then in like the Darth Vader comics that happened, I think in 2019, they had like a little band that like fought in her honor. So I would like to see that. That'd be very cool. We gotta see Ahsoka. Yeah, Amidala's army. That'd be very cool to see.
Amidala's army. Oh my gosh, how cool!
We gotta see Ahsoka in season 2, right?
It's season 2, so it's for sure Ahsoka.
Right? Like, I mean, we just went an entire season in a Filoni. That's honestly the other reason I'm like, I don't think Filoni's super involved, because
yeah, because she would have been too in that last episode.
That's his girl, man. That is his girl.
Yeah. So I think we gotta see her. And there were rumors we were gonna see Bo-Katan, so super bummed that we didn't. So I'm hoping we see her in season 2. And then, man, like, let's get into the criminal underworld of Star Wars. That is such a cool thing. I just want a show on that. So anytime we can get like characters going into that, and the Bad Batch is a perfect group because they are those mercs, so they can kind of do whatever. So
I'd like to see the Empire kind of like tighten up that area of like yeah, they don't care, but like that maybe they do, or like we want our cut, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like if you're working in the if you're in the Outer Rim, whatever, but if you're like close enough to Coruscant and everything, yeah, you better have your cut for the Empire, definitely. And I think we should go back to Coruscant.
Start pushing them out, like the underworld of Coruscant. I don't want to see the top part of it. I don't care about that.
I agree.
We've seen it.
Yeah.
The Fives arc in Clone Wars, we got to see like a clone bar. That was very cool. So I wouldn't mind seeing more stuff like that. And yeah, the kind of the lower city area that we explored a little bit in Clone Wars, but not really enough, because I'm tired of all those higher up areas. The only reason I would be interested a little bit is I would kind of like to see what the politicians like Bail Organa, who are very clearly not loyal to the Empire, but are kind of like essentially double agents within the Senate, are doing. But we don't really need an entire episode on that.
No.
Yeah.
A Bail Organa episode would be fun, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's a very, very interesting character that I am happy that I think we're going to be seeing more of him in the upcoming live action stuff. What upcoming Star Wars shows are you guys most excited for? Because there's kind of a lot of them.
Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, and the droids.
Andor.
I haven't
really
gotten that answer from anyone. That's
Andor?
very cool.
Yeah. I want to see like
Andor.
I want to see rebel spy crap where they're legit spies and killing people, and like you're supposed to be the good guys, but you got that like you draw that line of like I'm doing it for the greater good thing.
Yeah.
That's definitely what I want to see, that line.
See, I have not heard a single person say they're excited about Andor, but that's the reason that I think it's gonna be one of those shows that is quietly very, very cool, because it's not something I think we've ever really seen.
Right.
I'm obviously excited about Ahsoka, because that's just gonna be very, very cool. Because I'm hoping it not only is it like Ahsoka, but we're really gonna see a lot of the Rebel stuff happen. Yeah, I'm way more excited for Book of Boba Fett than I anticipated, because I was not a kid that was super excited, like into Boba Fett during the original trilogy. But man, he was very cool Mandalorian, and Fennec is awesome. I'm excited about Mandalorian. Boba Fett's overrated.
Boba Fett's overrated. He's the Wolverine of the Star Wars universe. Sorry.
I don't know that you're entirely wrong, other than he was like, we actually saw him be an awesome fighter in season 2 of Mandalorian.
In the last season of Mandalorian, yes, it made him really cool. But what people have built Boba Fett up to be in their heads since then is like way too much.
That's fair.
I agree with you, but he's slightly been a strange badass for like 45 years.
I know.
I get it, but
I only say strange badass because he died like a punk bitch.
A little bit, right?
But he had
he did the scream and everything.
He had the coolest random armor. It was like, you look cool, but you died real quick.
He also didn't ever, like, him fighting in season 2 of The Mandalorian, I was like, okay, now I get why he's Boba Fett and a badass. We had never seen that. Everyone was like, he's a badass. And you're like, is he? Because, like you said, Rob, he died real easy.
I mean, that's all like books, legacy, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would say like that if you go back and watch Empire Strikes Back, this is where you have to like break down the aspects of Boba Fett. He's not really in the movie that much, but the original aspects are kind of interesting. To where if you watch some of the like very quick movements that he does, and I say quick as in he doesn't move any faster than when he needs to.
Yeah.
But I think one of the coolest scenes that I think with Boba Fett is in anything. This isn't even where he has to fight. If you're watching him take Han Solo through Cloud City, and Luke is starting to go follow them, you can see Boba Fett sees Luke before Luke knows that Boba Fett sees him. He still keeps going.
Yeah.
He already knows he's there, and then Luke turns and he's already getting shot at.
Yeah. Definitely had some cool moments, but Mandalorian season 2 elevated him in my eyes.
100%.
I agree.
And I totally agree with what JD's saying is, yes, he's been elevated for years. But Mandalorian made him better.
Yeah, I am excited to see how he survived the Sarlacc pit, because
they didn't. Yeah, that was something that was kind of like, they never talked about it. He just got these like scars on his face, and this the random thing. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little kid in a candy store screaming the entire time during Mandalore season 2. I honestly had to pause it multiple times because I was so excited to see Slave One go across the screen.
I think in the books he just flies out.
Yeah,
like in the Legends series, he just flies out of it. So
well, as far as I remember, any stories that I've read or anything like that, he shoots a seeker through it, and then he flies out, and then Dengar finds his remains, and like he heals him basically.
Well, we also have to find out how he lost his armor, because Cobb Vanth had that.
Yep.
Cobb Vanth was cool.
I liked him. I was like, when he showed up, it was like, who's this guy? And he was really fun.
I know he's from the Aftermath books. I haven't read them, but I know he's from there. But I love that they casted Timothy Olyphant because you're you need a Western. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well,
I liked him a lot.
That episode 2 was so cool because you basically get a little cowboy western with a little like monster action. It was like,
yeah,
oh, that was fun. I think that was a good opener. That if recalling, because I haven't seen Mandalorian 2 in a long time, but like the second episode kind of fell flat, and the rest of it was kind of, whoa, this is fun.
Yeah, because I think
it was a cool episode. There was the one with all the spiders. I was like,
yeah.
And but the rest, I think season 2 is just Mandalorian in general is just a good show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I enjoyed season 1 the second time I watched it.
Yeah.
Season 2 was just great right off the bat. I'm excited for season 3 because I want to explore Mandalore. I want to know what happened.
Amen.
Does Baby Yoda come back?
Honestly, I'd kind of be okay if we didn't see him next season. I'm okay if he's off doing his own thing. I would rather be getting into like the history of Mandalore and what happened to it and see more Bo-Katan and that sort of stuff. I'm more interested in that right now because I'm kind of at the point with Baby Yoda. Don't get me wrong, Baby Yoda's awesome, but I'm also like you found the dude that's gonna take him. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah,
right.
I just feel like it's gonna lose half its viewership now that Baby Yoda is gone.
I mean, I don't know if half. I'm sure they'll lose some, but that just to me means that you don't really. Yeah, like you didn't really get what was cool about the Mandalorian as a character outside of he has Baby Yoda.
Those are the people that are watching it for cute factor. When I feel like if they wanted something along the lines of that in that next story, they would probably put something in there that would give you that. Yeah. I feel like the Disney versions of Star Wars always give you some type of like, oh, that's cute. Okay, now we have a Star Wars story.
Yeah.
Like Babu Freak, for instance. He was fun, he was cute, and he was a nice little like mediator in the middle of it. Was he in it long? Nah, we didn't need him in there that long.
Before we keep going, bye, Donnie Pearson. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, Donnie. Till next time, dude. You got to see the 1980s version of Droids with us, or whatever we decide to watch.
But yeah, no, I think Boba Fett's gonna be cool. I'm excited for Mandalorian season 3, assuming we get into all the Mandalore stuff.
Yeah.
Ahsoka, and then I'm anticipating Andor way more than I expected to be. Because don't get me wrong, Rogue One is a very cool movie. I also find it hilarious as a movie. Spoilers if you have not seen it yet. But I find it hilarious that it's like the Star Wars movie you go into where you're like, okay, they all die, right? Because they're not in the original trilogy.
None of these guys are in there. It's just a one and done movie, and it's a good film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I never expected that walking into a Star Wars movie to be like, none of them make it.
The only thing that always screwed me up between that one and Solo was they never did a scroll.
Yeah.
I think it's because I wanted to keep it separate because they're supposed to be like the anthology movies. Right. So.
Well, what I love about Rogue One is it is the scroll for New Hope.
Truth.
That's the movie.
Yeah. I never thought of it as that actually until you said that, because I remember watching to begin with and I was like, this is the first Star Wars movie I've ever seen without a scroll.
Yeah.
Even the Clone Wars movie had a scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clone Wars had scrolls. I mean, the only one a Bad Batch didn't have one, but we don't need one for Bad Batch.
It's not a movie. Yeah.
It's not really a movie. It's the cartoon section.
The Ewok movies have? I don't think they did. The Ewok TV movies.
Those are strange because those weren't I guess they're canon, but they weren't I don't know. They're not like movies you have to watch to get the main gems of Star Wars.
I don't think they're canon now.
Are they in the vintage section?
If they're in Disney Plus, they're canon.
Not if they're in vintage. If they're in vintage, they're not canon.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
don't
it's
think
Star
they
Wars
are.
vintage. Yeah, that's why it's a separate thing.
Really? Because I feel like I've looked up the vintage section of the like on Wikipedia and characters inside like the droid stories.
I wouldn't be surprised if they took them over because they did that with a lot of the Legends books. Like Thrawn was a Legends character that they incorporated into Rebels.
Those were such good books.
And there were like different Jedi that they brought into Clone Wars that I think were Legends characters too.
Are you telling me that now Lumpy and Nala and Itchy are not a part of Chewbacca's family?
Yes.
Nope, that's canon completely.
Nope.
That's like
Thank you,
canon.
JD. Thank you for
Everything
confirming
centers
the
around
canonness of Life Day.
holiday special.
I'm so scared to when we do this watch along for that. You guys are gonna I'm just gonna like sink to the floor and you guys are gonna be dying the whole time.
No way. You're gonna be like singing with B. Arthur the tunes of the cantina. You're gonna love it.
Be one of us. One of us.
One of us. I love it.
One of us.
I'm excited for the 3-arm cooking section or whatever. That part's gonna be ridiculous.
Whip, stir.
It's
the best.
all ridiculous. It's really all ridiculous.
My favorite.
But you gotta watch it. You just do.
Oh man. So much exciting Star Wars content coming. I'm excited for all of it. I can't wait. Taika Waititi just said that he's really getting into his Star Wars movie now, so that I'm really excited for because that's going to be crazy. It has not been revealed.
I think it's like the second one. So whatever after the
This is Rangers after Patty.
Not Rangers. Yeah, the X-Wing movie.
Yeah,
it's gonna be his movie. I hope it's like a Solo too, because I think he'd do great as like a writer for Solo.
I think he would too, but I think it's going to be something completely different. I think one of my favorite Taika Waititi Star Wars things is the episode he directed is the one that killed off his Mandalorian character, and then he started a petition to make him come back. And I'm like, that's so you and hilariously perfect.
Wasn't that the last episode of season 1?
Yep.
Yeah. Where the stormtroopers punch Baby Yoda in the bag?
Yes.
I was watching that. I'm like, I know those voices, and it's like Jason Sudeikis and the guy from Happy Endings, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's the most hilarious job. You're a stormtrooper and you're just punching the crap out of Baby Yoda. Like, you get home from work, what'd you do today? And you're just like traumatized. I murdered the puppet.
I just punched a bag. I don't know what was in it.
I don't know. That I think that was probably one of the funniest sections of the whole entire.
Oh, for sure.
Well, because it was neat too, because like we'd never seen Scout Biker troopers sit there and talk about stuff. We've never really seen that section of those guys have personalities almost. Like they would talk, but not like that.
It was kind of like watching. Did you ever watch the old fan film Troopers? Where it was like cops, but it was like them like Tatooine.
I saw a trailer for that in one of my classes back in school. Our teacher showed it to us. That looked ridiculous. It was cops, but it was stormtroopers.
It kind of reminded me of that a little bit.
That's so funny as a concept. I would love if they did an actual thing that followed 2 like terrible stormtroopers.
Did you watch the links that I sent you?
I have not yet. I'm going to watch those.
Some of that might be in there.
Perfect.
But I mean, I guess you could always watch any of the like robot chicken stuff too.
That stuff's gold.
Yeah.
That stuff's flat out gold.
Yeah.
You know what else I'm really excited about is Lando.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be both of them? Because I want it to be both of them.
I hope it's both of them. I hope it's not him and Jaina or whatever her name was trying to find out that it's her father.
That was so creepy.
Yeah, I hope that's not what that story is. I hope it's him like having flashbacks of his younger self. Like, that would be dope.
Or like the story that's like the modern one is tied to something he did in his past. So they like interweave.
Yeah. Because I mean, I feel like Donald Glover would come back for the what's his name will come back for sure
like,
too.
Why wouldn't you come back for freaking Lando? Like, what are you gonna say? No, I don't want to play Lando Calrissian again. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play this part. It's not like this part was ever popular.
No one likes him, right?
But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping it's something like that. Like, I hope it's not what I said, because that would be stupid, and I wouldn't watch that.
That hadn't even occurred to me as an option. Now I'm terrified.
Could be the worst Star Wars thing ever, and we haven't even watched it
yet. It beats out like Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. We're just watching. We're like, how did you do worse?
Yeah, how did you?
They ride horses through the galaxy, trying to find out that he's her father.
Don't worry, we'll find your family someday.
7 seasons of the show for some reason.
We'll find your family someday. The finale. You've had your family with you the whole time. Ugh.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Completely terrible.
It's like a clone of him and like L7 somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, it's justice for L7. She was so good. Oh man, I hope we get her back in the Lando show. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. Yes.
I love cause a distraction. What'd you do? I started a revolution. Not what we meant at all.
Oh, what if the Gonk droid in the revolution was Gonky?
Yes, it's Gonky. Gonky finally has his payback. He's just like wanting to murder everyone, not because it's a revolution, but because he's like, I got used as weights for decades. Everyone should die. Like Wrecker Gonky's the big bad. Wrecker has created the big bad. That's what it is.
Yes. I mean, if there could be a Jedi R5 unit, it could be a Sith Gonk droid.
The franchise that brought you Palpatine, Darth Vader, and Thrawn now presents Gonky.
Oh man,
Darth Gonky.
Darth Gonky.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
The battle of the ages.
That would be fantastic. No, I can't wait. There's so much good Star Wars stuff coming. I mean, we got all the shows. I am hoping we get more animation stuff. There were rumors months ago that had more kind of animation things, like possibly like films in the works, and I think that's perfect. I would love that to be one of the ways we kind of explored Vader and things like that. And like, I'm excited for Patty Jenkins' film. Because, I mean, basically, if you're a pilot for the Rebellion, you're going to die. So I would love to see their points of view. I want to see if they're self-aware of that. Do they go into it like, I'm a pilot? Well, he's magic. I would love every other pilot goes into it. And it's like, you're a pilot. So we're going to die, I guess. All right. Well, it's been fun. I don't know, 20 years of life. Here we go. And then, yeah, like I said, Taika's movie, I'm sure is going to be nuts, but he did awesome on Mandalorian, so I can't wait for more.
Can't even imagine what he would do, like, full, like, reigns on the Star Wars universe. Like,
he'll somehow incorporate, like, vampires into Star Wars or something, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. What if his movie was a Hondo movie? Like,
yo, yes.
That be insane.
Yes, Taika doing Hondo would be amazing in every way.
Yeah,
that would be fantastic. Well, yeah. So I think Bad Batch is a pretty fun Star Wars show for 2021. I am very excited for what's to come in season 2. I'm hoping that we get a little more direction and motivation for these guys and a little more internal conflict, and of course more of our favorite like Star Wars characters coming in. I'm excited for more Star Wars shows. We've got Visions coming up, and we've got, I think, Boba Fett this year.
Yahoo!
So yeah, we are very excited to see you guys next time. probably with Visions. I think that's the next thing coming out.
When does that come out?
I think September.
Okay. Not too long.
Yeah, so we will hopefully be back for that, and you can catch more watch-alongs on the Illuminerdi with the What If watch-along on Tuesdays at 11:40-ish p.m. With me, Richard, and hopefully next week, Brax and TC. We have the Riker Maneuver, now the Star Trek Lower Decks watch-along on Wednesdays at 11:40 p.m. with me, Jamie, and Josh. And then we have the wrestling show on Sundays. We've got the Power Rangers and Sentai shows. And I might get this right. Hold on. Retro Ranger wrap-up? Ranger wrap-up? That one of them? The Sentai... Is it wrap-up? I'm going to say it's Sentai wrap-up and Retro Sentai wrap-up. I'm going to say I got it right. I got 2 out of 4 at least. So I'm going to call it a win.
Legit. I haven't seen the other 2, but that's probably legit.
Ha! Did it. It only took months.
15.
And you'll forget by the next time you have to say it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. So yeah, be sure to check out all of our awesome nerdy content on the Illuminerdi. And thank you again for joining us for the Star Wars Bad Batch watch along. You guys have been great, and we have loved watching this with you guys. Have a great rest of the week, and may the Force be with you.
And
bye, guys.
Yub nub.